Hello dear students, today I am going to discuss the SET-C question paper of Higher Secondary Part 2nd, subject Physical Education for the session Biannual Summer Zone 2021 of Jammu Division. I hope that this question paper is helpful for the coming annual regular exam in winter zone of Jammu and Kashmir division along with summer zone annual regular 2022. What the important information I want to share with you that as per the notification of the Jammu and Kashmir Board of School Education granted concession of 30% marks and need to attempt only 70% marks out of the total marks allotted in the question paper. Due to this reason, the time allotted in the question paper has been reduced wide his notification number 21 dated 9th November 2021. Number 1. Question paper having 3 hours duration shall have to be attempted in 2 hours and 30 minutes only. Question paper having 2 hours and 30 minutes duration paper shall have to attempted in 2 hours and 10 minutes only. Question paper having 2 hours duration shall have to be attempted in 1 hour and 40 minutes only. The zoology and botany question papers having allotted time of 1 hour and 30 minutes each shall have to be attempted in 1 hour and 15 minutes each. Journal instructions. The question paper consists of 28 questions. Number 2. All questions are compulsory. Number 3. Section A. Questions 1 to 16 carry 1 mark and or multiple choice questions. Number 4. Section B. Questions 17 to 24 carry 3 marks each and should not exceed 100 words. Number 5. Section C. Questions 25 to 28 carry 5 marks each and should not exceed 200 words. Section A. 1 marks each. Question number 1. In games and sports, the performance of an individual is depend upon which factor of the following? Option first, physical. Second, physiological. Third, psychological. Fourth, all of these. Answer is option fourth, all of these. Question number 2. In preparatory period, the duration of practices in phase 1 in annual planned training method is about option first 4 months, second 6 months, third 8 months, fourth none of these. Answer is option fourth, none of these. Question number 3. Who defined sports training is the basic forms of preparation of sportsmen? Option first, Matthew. Second, Martin. Third, Crow and Crow. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option first, Matthew. Question number 4. Who introduced isometric exercises? Option first, D. Loney. Option second, Perrin. Third, Hettinger and Muller. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option third, Hettinger and Muller. Question number 5. Which type of leader influence the group through his reason based on the arguments of the following? Option first, persuasive leader. Second, dominant leader. Third, experts. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option third, experts. Question number 6. Who defined sociology is a science of collective behavior? Option first, Park and Burgess. Second, I.F. Kuber. Third, Ward. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option first, Perk and Vargas. Question number 7. Which type of leader is a convention to obey the orders in letter and spirit of the following? Option first, professional leader. Second, dominant leader. Third, experts. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option first, professional leader. Question number 8. Who defined leadership is a process of influencing the activities of an organized group for any goal achievement? Option first, or M. Snow Deagle. Second, P.M. Joseph. Third, Montgomery. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option first, or M. Snow Deagle. Question number 9. External environment is also called option first, abiotic environment. Second, biotic environment. Third, biological environment. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option first, abiotic environment. Question number 10. Which of the following is pertaining to biotic environment? Option first, human beings. Second, plants. Third, animals. Fourth, all of these. Answer is option fourth, all of these. Question number 11. Which of the following is an essential element of sports environment? Option first, safe drinking water. Second, sports stadium. Third, low level of noise. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option first, second and third. Question number 12. What is the percentage of water in human body plasma? Option first, 55%. Second, 58%. Third, 60%. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option fourth, none of these. Question number 13. Which of the following is middle distance race? Option first, 800 meter. Second, 400 meter. Third, 2000 meter. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option first, 800 meter. Question number 14. Weight of the discus throw for women is option first, 1 kg. Second, 2 kg. Third, 3 kg. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option first, 1 kg. Question number 15. Diameter of basketball ring is option first, 50 centimeter. Second, 55 centimeter. Third, 45 centimeter. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option third, 45 minutes. Height of the basketball board from surface is option first, 2.80 meter. Second, 2.90 meter. Third, 2.70 meter. Fourth, none of these. Answer is option second, 2.90 meter. Section B, 3 marks each. Question number 17. Describe the exercises through which an athlete can develop strength. This question is related to chapter number 2, training methods. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. There are various sports training methods. The basic components of basic fitness such as endurance, strength, speed and flexibility can be developed through different training methods. Strength development has 2 methods and 3 exercises methods. Number 1, circuit training method. Number 2, weight training methods. Then exercises methods. Number 1, isometric exercises. Second, isokinetic exercises. Third, isotonic exercises. Explain the training methods and exercises into few words? Or what is periodization and how can you distribute the sports training for a year into period? This question is related to chapter number 2, training methods. First of all, introduction. Periodization is the systematic planning of physical training. The aim is to reach the best possible performance in the most important competition of the year. Periodization is most widely used in a resistance program designed to avoid overtraining and to systematically alternate high loads of training decreased loading phases to improve components of muscular fitness. Sports training programs are developed through series of training periods or cycles. Usually, there are three training periods such as mesocycle, macrocycle, and microcycle. Periodization. It is distributed the sports training program into periods so as to systematically prepare and develop the sports as well as skills, moral trails, and will qualify for the forthcoming competitions. The cycles has three parts. Number one, preparatory period. Then preparatory period has three phases. Number one, phase first, second, phase second, phase third. Then competition period. Third one is transitional period or off season. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 18. Explain in detail the fartlek training with a diagram. This question is related to chapter number 2, training methods. Introduction. Fartlek is a Swedish term which means speed play. This method of training was introduced by O. Strand and Gosta Hellner. Fartlek is a form of road running or cross-country running in which a runner usually changes of the pace significantly during the run. However, the average runner can also benefit from the simplified form of fartlek training. Fartlek is a similar to interval training in that short fast runs alternate with slow running or jogging recovery intervals. However, fartlek running is performed on the road or on parkland or bushy track. In fartlek training method, course is selected as it should be hills, rivers, wet, forest, muddy roads, grassy ground and sandy path extra. Self-discipline plays an important role in fartlek method. The appropriate distance covered is 10 to 20 km. The duration should be kept around 1 to 2 hours. The athlete should carry water as well as safety tools for emergency. Then draw the diagram of fartlek training methods. Next is advantages. Few advantages of fartlek training method are as listed below. Number 1, the athlete is free to do experiment with his pace and endurance. Number 2, the athlete can concentrate on feeling the pace and their physical response to it. Disadvantages. Few disadvantages of fartlek training method are as listed below. Number 1, fartlek training method may cause accident as path is not pre-planned. Number 2, actual track is missing which used for competition. Question number 19, explain the importance of sports sociology. This question is related to chapter number 3, sociological aspects of physical education. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. in physical education, sociology has a great importance. It is specifically focuses on the relationship between sports and society. Some of the problems can be solved through the programs of physical education and sports. Some importances of sociology in the field of physical education which are useful for players and athletes or as listed below. Number 1, discipline. Number 2, cooperations. 3, behavior. 4, tolerance. 5, regularity. 6, sincerity. 7, friendship. 8th, dutifulness. 9th, character. 10, morality. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 20. Describe games and sports as man's cultural heritage. This question is related to chapter number 3, Sociological Aspects of Physical Education. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. Though the origin of sports is lost in the antiquity, it is quite certain that physical activity has been a part of the life even primitive man. Hunting, fishing, hurling missiles were the activities on which his survival depended. Such activities become more of play and become part of the cultures of the tribes. Games and sports and physical activities persisted despite the rise and fall of ancient civilization. Civilizations become strongly embedded in the history of civilizations as cultural heritage which was passed on from one generation to another. Today, games and sports have emerged as universal cultural phenomena. It is therefore becomes imperative for us to travel down the historical lane and tries to trace the roots of games and sports in various parts of the world, or briefly explain the qualities of a leader. This question is also related to chapter number 3, Sociological Aspects of Physical Education. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. Progress in any field depends upon the quality of profession, leadership available. In ancient times, it was admitted that leaders are born. For example, the son of king will become a king after his death, whether he may have qualities to become a king, but nowadays this is not applicable. Any person born in any family can become leader depending upon his abilities. In fact, a personality of a leader is a combination of qualities, but generally the following qualities of a leader are as listed below. Qualities of leader. Number 1, intelligent. 2, dutifulness. 3, cooperative. 4, sympathetic behavior. 5, good personality. 6, emotionally balanced. 7, honest. 8, sincerity. 9, regular. 10, punctual. Explain all these qualities into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 21. Briefly explain any two essential elements of sports environment. This question is related to chapter number 5, Sports and Environment. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. Health is the basis of human life. Only a healthy individual can reach at the apex of success. Bacon says that a healthy body is the guest of house for the soul and the den for the weak and diseased. Essential elements of sports environment are as under. Number 1, safe drinking water. 2, low level of noise. 3, clean air. 4, low level of radioactive radiations. 5, sanitary surroundings. Explains all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 22. Describe the role of media in making positive sports environment. This question is related to chapter number 5, sports environment. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. The competitions of sports along with a aesthetic appeal of some sports result in popularity of people attending to watch sports being played. This lead to the specific phenomena through broadcast mediums including radio, televisions and internet broadcast. Today, media play an important role to promote any type of game. There is an old saying that money makes the mare go. The development of sports and games too has relation with the economy of the country. Role of media. Media plays their role in positive way. The games and sports environment created in the following ways. Number 1. Popularity of the game. 2. Role of different media. 3. Freedom to media. 4. Strong media. 5. Positive role of media. 6. Media provide job opportunity. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 23. Draw a sector of shot put and explain the techniques used in shot put. This question is related to concept of major games and sports. Chapter number 7. The answer may be, first of all, draw the field view of shot put sector with its measurement. Then, techniques of shot put. Few techniques of shot puts are as listed below. Number 1. Holding. 2nd. Placement. 3rd. Stance. 4th. T formation. 5. Kick and glide. 6. Delivering action. 7. Follow through. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Or draw a neat and clean diagram or pit of long jump and explain its techniques. This question is also related to chapter number 7, concept of major games and sports. First of all, draw a field view of long jump pit with its measurement. Then, techniques of long jump. Some or few techniques of long jumps are as listed under. Number 1. Approach. 2. Takeoff. 3. Flight. 4. Landing. Explain all these techniques into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 24. Explain the history of basketball and explain its rules. This question is also related to chapter number 7, concept of major games and sports. The answer may be, first of all, history of basketball. The game of basketball as we know it today was introduced by Dr. James Naismith, a physical education instructor at YMCA College in Springfield, in December 1891 to conditions young athletes during cold. He divided his class of 18 into two teams of 9 players each and set about to teach them its basics of his new game. The objective of game was to throw the basketball into fruit basket nailed to the lower railing of the gym. Was played in Springfield on March 11th, 1892. The game became established fairly quickly, becoming very popular as in 20th century. The first inclusion of basketball in the Berlin Olympic Games in 1936. The first Olympic title was won by the USA national team. The first championship was held in Argentina in 1950. In India, the credit to make this game popular goes to YMCA Madras and Punjab. Now this is the one of the most mostest popular game in India. Rules of basketball game. Few rules of basketball games are as listed below. Number 1. Two teams players try to score points by tossing the ball. Number 2. The players used only their hands to control the ball. 3. Players are not allowed to run while holding the ball. 4. There are two officials inside the court who regulates the rules of the game. 5. Free throw are a count of 1 point. Section C, 5 marks each. Question number 25. Define physical fitness. Explain the importance of physical fitness. This question is related to chapter number 1, physical fitness. The answer may be: physical fitness is the ability of a person to live a full and balanced existence. The totally fit person possesses physical well-being but also qualities such as good human relations, maturity and high ethical standard. He or she also satisfied such as love, affection, security, and self respect. Physical fitness is to the human body what fine tuning is to an engine. It enables us to perform up to our potential. Fitness can be described as a condition that helps us for better look, pleasant, feel, and do our best. Importance of physical fitness. Few importances of physical fitness are as listed below. Number 1. Improve your health. 2. Reduce the risk of several diseases. 3. Quality of life improved. 4. Muscles and bones becomes strong. 5. Reduce the risk of cancer. 6. Improves respiratory system. 7. Reduce the risk of diabetes. 8. Improve your cardiovascular. 9. Reduce obesity. 10. Reduce high blood pressure. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Or describe the components of physical fitness. This question is also related to chapter number 1, physical fitness. Introduction. There are 5 components of physical fitness. They are directly or indirectly interrelated with each other. Different physical activities develop the various components in different ways. What under well-planned program exercise is put in such order that all the components develop simultaneously. Each component has its own importance in different games and sports. Components. There are 5 components of physical fitness. They are as listed below. Number 1, strength. Then types of strength. There are 2 types of strength: static strength and dynamic strength. Dynamic strength has 3 types: maximum strength. Number 2, explosive strength. 3, strength endurance. Then the main point is speed. Speed has 3 types: 1, reaction time. 2, acceleration. 3, speed of movement. Then next main point, endurance. Endurance has 2 types: 1, short term or anaerobic or muscular endurance. Second, long term or aerobic or cardiovascular endurance. Then fourth main point, flexibility has 2 types. Number 1, active flexibility. Then active flexibility has also 2 types: static flexibility and dynamic flexibility. Number 2, passive flexibility. Then number 5, main points, coordination ability. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines with example. Question number 26. Explain the need and importance of moral education. This question is related to chapter number 4, Moral Education. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. We often hear people around us grumble that the world in every bad shapes. There is a much of corruption, merciless killing, exploitations, a lot of casteisms and communalisms, terrorisms, global unrest, mutual hatred, and a total crisis of character. Man, machine, and money are the modern day trinity. Morality is casualty. Few needs of moral education are as listed below. Number 1. Give respect to others. 2. Teach moral values and virtues. 3. Eradicate all evils from the roots. 4. Maintain peace on earth. 5. Preserve your culture. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Then importances. Few importances of moral education are as listed below. Number 1. Ready set of values. 2. Intellectual power. 3. Right choice. 4. Present generation. 5. Give respect to others. Then explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 27. Define sports medicine. Explain the importance of sports medicine. This question is related to chapter number 8, Sports Medicine, First Aid and Rehabilitation. The answer may be sports medicine, also known as sports and exercise medicine. Medicine is a branch of medicine that deals with physical fitness, treatment, and prevention of injuries related to sports and exercise. Importances of sports medicine. Few importances of sports medicine are as listed below. 1. Physical fitness. 2. Study of various sciences. 3. Dress and equipment. 4. Knowledge about balanced diet. 5. Knowledge of environmental factor. 6. First aid. 7. Rehabilitation. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Question number 28. Describe the elements of yoga. This question is related to chapter number 6, Yoga. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. There are 8 elements of yoga in Yoga Sutras. These are called eightfold paths or right steps through which ultimate goal of yoga can be achieved. That is union of our soul to the supreme soul. The practice of each element is very important for the attainment of goal of yoga. After getting efficiency in any one of the element, we should proceed to the next element. Elements of yoga. There are 8 elements of yoga. The detail of yoga elements are as listed below. Number 1. Yam. Yam consists of 5 morals, codes of conduct. Number 1. Non-violence or ahimsa. Second, truthfulness or satya. Third, non-stealing or asatya. Fourth, celibacy or brahmacharya. 5. Non-acquisitiveness or aparigraha. Second, Niyam. Niyam has 5 moral codes of conduct. Number 1. Cleanliness or sucha. Second, contentment or santosh. Third, austerity or taps. Fourth, self-study or sabhadya. Fifth, surrender to God or Ishwarada Paramidhana. Third, postures or asana. Fourth, beautifications of breath control or pranayam. Number 5. Discipline or pratihara. 6. Concentration or dharana. 7. Meditation or dhyana. 8th. Samadhi or self-realizations. Explain all these points into 2 to 3 lines. Or define yoga and explain the importance of yoga? This question is also related to chapter number 6, yoga. The answer may be, first of all, introduction. It is universal truth that modern age is the age of stress, tension and anxiety. Nowadays, most of the person have not been leading a happy and fruitful life. Everybody, rich or poor, is not happy in the present day of life. Kin Howard has rightly said it is pretty hard to tell what does bring happiness, poverty and wealth. What both have failed, only yoga can bring peace and happiness in their lives. Importances of yoga. The following point clearly shows the importances of yoga. 1. Physical purity. 2. Cure and prevention from diseases. 3. Mental tension reduced. 4. Beautification of the body. 5. Provides relaxation. 6. Helps to keep correct posture of the body. 7. Yoga performed easily. 8. Spiritual development. 9. Flexibility increased. 10. Obesity reduced. 11. Health improved. 12th. Moral and ethical values enhances. Explain all these points in 2 to 3 lines. In Then conclusion. In nutshell, it can be concluded that yoga is very significant for human being, especially in present day life. An individual can attain perfect health and he can lead a happy, contented, a fruitful if he performs yogic exercise regularly. Thanks and have a good day.